What's up, people? So today I wanted to make a video in the light of the recent update of Old School RuneScape Mobile coming out. In celebration of all the new players coming or old players that haven't played in a while, I wanted to make this video to give everyone new in the game of Old School RuneScape a chance of just learning how to train every single skill. If you need a refresher or you just really haven't played the game at all, I want to give you guys some tips. So, with every single guide out there, they're going to say, hey, quest as much as you can because that'll knock out a lot of early XP, right? Um, for me, I would really strongly, at the very least, I don't like questing either. I really don't. At the very least, though, um, I would at least do the quests, like Waterfall quest that gives you a 30 attack, 30 strength. I would do Witch's House, 10 HP to 25 HP. Holy Grail, you can pretty much get yourself 31 defense from one, I believe, and then a lot of prayer XP. It's 11k prayer XP, I believe. So a lot of prayer XP. Restless Ghost will give you 1300. The Night Sword from 1 to 29 smithing, and then Doric's Quest and Plague City, and also Dig Site, that will get you like 30, 35 mining or something. Druidic Ritual to get to 1 to 3 herb lore. Then you have the Beads quest, Imp Catcher, that's the Beads quest, and then Witch's Potion, not to be confused with Witch's House, Witch's Potion, the free-to-play quest. They'll give you like 10 magic just from just doing a quest, so just look up those generic quests that I just said. Monk's Friend 1 to 14, Wood Cutting, you have Sea Slug 1 to 24 fishing. Varrock Museum, 1 to 9 rune crafting, 1 to 9 hunter. The Abyss mini quest, 1 to 9 rune crafting, and then what's it called? When you have 46 mage and 5 construction, I would do Ides of Clofree to get 25. You need to get a mud rune. But actually, if you get the mud rune the Iron Man way, you get 25 if you strain 9 to 13. But I think it's 22 or 23 you'll get from it. So it's still a big amount of XP. So, anywho, questing aside, whatever you decide to do, I would at least do those generic easy quests, right? So assuming you've done Waterfall quest, you're 30 attack, 30 strength, right? So at that point, I would go to Port Sarim. I would go to the Grand Exchange and get yourself a couple weapons, right? I'd first get you an Addy Scimitar, and then I would get you a Rune Scimitar, right? Now, obviously, you need coins before then, right? So how do you get coins? Stronghold Security, 10k, right? Look up how to do that. Just obviously put your authenticator on, put your bank pin on, look up a guide on how to do Stronghold Security. It's located in the Barbarian Village, or if you're in Lumbridge, the Vampire can teleport you there, right? So that's 10k right there. The next thing you can do after the 10k is you can go to World 318 and loot piles of PKing in Edgeville, right? You just pick up sharks. You can pick up all this ammunition. All this. There's so many ways of making money. You can do that. You can go to the wilderness and pick up steel plate bodies. Those are like 1.2k each. Look up a guide on that. The sky is the limit with making money. Seriously. So find your way to make, an optimal amount of GP. Get yourself an Addy Scimitar. Get yourself a Rune Scimitar, and just train at Sand Crabs for your 85 combat. Then once you're 85 combat, just start training Slayer with your attack, strength, defense, HP. Just slay away, and that's how I train it all the way to 99. And with Slayer comes a lot of money, comes a lot of monsters to kill. So definitely would do that. Ranged early on, I would quest 1 to 28 or 27, doing the what's it called quest, the Lighthouse quest. But if you don't want to do that, then you can always just range goblins or cows. This goes from combat as well. If you don't want quests, you can kill goblins and cows in Lumbridge, and then kill Ogred warriors, then hill giants in the Edgeville dungeon for spying a brass key, and then going in there, and then killing sand crabs to get your ranged up. But yeah, I would quest it to 27, get a bone crossbow at 28, get the experience you need for 28. Get a bone crossbow, it's cheap, it's effective, it does good damage. I'll do that. I would do the Ava's quest, Animal Magnetism. It requires the, what's it called quest? The Drainer Mansion Chicken quest. Ernest the Chicken, that's the one. Ernest the Chicken and Priest in Peril. You need like 19 Slayers, so get that out of the way to train some ranged. Start off with a bone crossbow, and then you can move your way to the rune crossbow. Once you're 75, you can use a blowpipe, and you just use the blowpipe to 99, training Slayer or doing any sort of PVM. Prayer, you can buy Prayer. You can quest Prayer at about 43. Or if you do Lava Dragons, you can just train Prayer on the fly. But if you want to save some money, you can do Ensouled Heads on Zaya. Or you can, do Ectofunctus, which I would highly not recommend unless you want charges for a Bone Crusher, which is a thing that, gives you prayer experience automatically with the bones on the ground of monsters that you kill. Or you can go to the Wilderness Altar, which gives you double the XP on a bone. So you use a bone, and there's a 50% chance that your bone doesn't get used up. Sometimes one bone just doesn't get used up 5 times. Sometimes bones just get used up for a long time, and then there's that one bone that just keeps taking it. Then there's the 2-to-1 ratio. But either way, it's going to be 50% less bones used. So there's that. Or the standard Gilded Altar. You go to World 30, and then you just say, hey, I'm looking for a Gilded Altar in Yanil or Remington. And, yeah, you just use Bones on Altar. That's how you train player. Magic, there's so many janky ways to train Magic. I mean, you can quest it to about 10, and then from there you can just use Fire Strike until 55 Mage, and you start alching stuff, and then from there, just use spells, alch stuff. Use fire spells on stuff like Fire Bolt, Fire Wave, Fire Blast. And then you get to the point where you can wear a trident and you use that against monsters. And slowly but surely, you can use lunar magics and all these different things. You can magic imbue through doing any activity to get yourself 99 mage. So there's that. Rune crafting. You can quest it to about like 38, and then it's a really slow skill. And then from there, I would do ZMI. Now, let's say you don't want to quest it, right? Just do any rune you can. I mean, there's air runes, then there's earth runes at level 9, then there's fire runes at level 25, I think, and then you do that for a while. Buy tons of rings of dueling. Maybe get some stamina potions. You want to get some agility up so you can run longer and stuff like that. And then eventually get to the point where you can do the ZMI altar after the Lunar Diplomacy quest. It has a few requirements, but yeah, you can train runecrafting at ZMI to level 77. And at 77, I would go train at the Blood Altar after 100% favor at the Arceus House on Zaya, which is a continent that was old school RuneScape specifically created in 2016. It does not exist in RuneScape 3, the main game. It's just a purely RuneScape old school designed content. So that's the difference between old school RuneScape and the actual 2007. There are old and new things that are added to the old server, if that makes sense. For instance, they added Corp back then, which wasn't originally in old school RuneScape. There's different things like that. Then there's player created stuff, such as Motherlode Mine, which doesn't exist in RS3, right? So there's that. Construction, simply, if you plan to get 99 fire making or just training fire making, at 50 fire making, you can do Winter Tote, and basically from Winter Tote, you can, first I would get a house for 1,000 coins, and from there you can just hammer these braziers. You look up a Winter Tote guide, and you get XP for that, and you can work your way to about 50 construction for free by getting 99 fire making, which is a huge plus to do early on in the game because you get really early GP and supplies. So definitely do that for some early GP. But yeah, you get about 50 construction for free, and then from there you can, use oak planks. It's a 52 construction, and then use mahogany planks to get mahogany tables to level 99 construction, because that is the fastest XP in the game, is making mahogany tables. So yeah, hit points goes along with melee. Agility, just do the highest rooftop course you can do. Now Iron Man should stick to the level 40. Stick to the Canifis course to get marks to level 60 to do series at level 60. But if you're not an Iron Man, I would definitely at level 52 or 49. I would really advise 52. Do Canifis till 50, Followed till 52, and then at 52 I go to the Wilderness course. It's about 40k XP an hour at 52 compared to the ass like 25k Followed at 50. So yeah, just do Wilderness course to level 60. Try to get those Kandrin Hard Diaries to get 58k experience an hour. Teleporting teleporting to the Camelot Bank every single time you finish the course. It's a large uptick in XP, given that you don't have to run to the Camelot Bank after finishing the last obstacle when you jump off that ledge from Big Red Japan. But if you can't do that quite yet, then just, I guess, run. Another way of training agility early on is if you want to get 99 fishing, which odds are you probably don't, but if you do, you can get 74 agility and 74 strength by getting 99 fishing, doing barbarian fishing. Obviously, there's requirements behind that. You have to do like a couple quests and stuff. You have to get 58 fishing first, and then, with time you get agility and strength XP. So there's that. Herblore, Druidic Ritual, 1 to 3. You have to do that quest to get Herblore started, and yeah, I'll give you 3 Herblore, and then just do like Jungle Potion for like level 11, and not level 11. It'll probably give you like level 6 or something. It's not a lot of XP, but yeah, do as many quests as you can because the Herblore is expensive. You can quest about like 38, and then from there you can, I don't know, make prayer potions. Just look up on how much, there's this calculator thing right here. Let's go to. Definitely try to get RuneLite, by the way, if you can. RuneLite is a nice client to get for RuneScape, old school. So here, there's all these potions, all these guides. You can get this on runelite.net. Just Google RuneLite, most likely the first option. There's all these different potions. Just look up how much, in the Grand Exchange, how much each of these potions cost. But I would definitely, start off with attack potions. And I would go for like, what's it called? If you do the Morton thing, if you want to save some money, you can do Serum 207s. You can do Haralanders for energy potions. And then you can do, what's it called? Potions. Prayer potions, super attacks, all that jazz. Just try to do potions that are actually relevant, like that actually have some sort of use. Like, don't make like fishing potions. No one's gonna use that. Like, you're just basically suiciding all your money right there. So definitely do some research on what the best GP per XP is. So thieving, just kind of steal stuff from people. Thieve from some men to level 5. Then once you're level 5, go to Ardung by going to the Wilderness lever and then going over there. Or I can go off White Wolf Mountain. I think the Wilderness method is the fastest, though. When you use the Vampire to go to Stronghold Security, after you're done Stronghold Security, you're right there in Barbarian Village. You just go to Edgeville from there, just a few steps away.
and then just there's the lever right there near the bank where the U tree is. Just pull that lever, and then just pull it again, and then you'll be an arty. You can steal cakes from level 5. I would steal them all the way to level 20, and then from level 20 you steal silk to level 30. Then once you're level 30, I'll go back to all Alcarid and then do the feud quest to get level 37 thieving after that quest, and then you unlock blackjacking, which is cool. It's a really fast way of training thieving, but it's not for everyone. So yeah, that's blackjacking unlocked. After at 37, I'd probably just pocket those warriors in Alcarid, or you can do the warrior women in Ardung. It doesn't matter. There's also warrior women in the Varrock Castle. Just pick whatever warriors you can to level 40, or you can do it at level stop at level 38. Then pickpocket master farmers. They have a lot of seeds that are worth a lot nowadays because of birdhouses. So yeah, pretty much keep every seed you can. By pickpocketing master farmers, it's nice XP. You can pickpocket them in either Ardung or Draenor Village. It's just called Master Farmer. If you're in Draenor, do not pickpocket Martin the Master Farmer. It takes a lot longer. So just pickpocket Master Farmer. Um, Bring a few food with you, a couple of K food, like salmon. Yeah, just pickpocket, Master Farmer to uh, all the way to about, I want to say 55 thieving. And then you have a choice. I mean, you can do, uh, well, you can either do Pyramid Plunder at 51, to 99, or at level 55, you can do Arty Knights to level 61 and then Pyramid Plunder at 61. Um, or you can just kind of just stick to Arty Knights all the way to 99 like I did. So, I mean, or you can do Blackjacking at level 55, just and then or at level 65 and blackjack to 91 and then do pyramid plunder to 99 because from 91 to 99 pyramid plunder is the fastest experience of the game at 265k XP an hour, or at 95 you can chill and do whatchamacallits. You can do Arty Knights from 95 to 99 at a 242k XP per hour to 99. So there's that. Crafting. So you can quest a lot of crafting, right? What's it called? Murder mysteries 1 to 11 crafting, and then you can do things like 500 crafting XP from the Goblin Diplomacy quest. There's so many different crafting methods you can do for quests and all that stuff. But at level 1, you can make beer glasses to level 10 crafting, or you can craft cowhides, leather, and make whatever leather item to level 10, and then you can do flax. You can string those flax for 15 XP each, and then to the point where you can make unpowered orbs level 46 by some molten glass, make unpowered orbs, then do lenses level 49, and then eventually work your way to doing Dorgish light orbs at level 87. Or if you want a faster time, you can just cut gems. You can cut sapphires, you can cut rubies, diamonds, all those different things. But it's so much more money, it's not worth it. Or you can make like a green dragonhide body starting at level 63. You can do that. You can do blue dragonhide bodies at level 71. You can do what's it called black dragonhide bodies. I would skip red dragonhide altogether because no one really bothers with red dragonhide. You can do black dragonhide bodies at level 84. So yeah, that's what I'll do for that, and you can do that from to 99. So it's another method, or you can do battle staffs. You can do water battle staff, level 54, Earth Battle Staff at level 58, Fire Battle Staff at level 62, and then Air Battle Staff at level 66. Now you can use the orbs that you made from level 46 crafting on a obelisk to save you some GP, and then do your daily battle staffs from Toby that you got from doing the achievement diaries, which is very recommended. And you save some money there, or you can get battle staffs from drops, but I would highly recommend just buying the battle staffs from the Grand Exchange, in addition to your daily battle staffs, and then buy the orbs yourself. Or if you want to charge it, you can charge it. It's really AFK, so yeah, do that. Fletching. Now, there's a couple ways you can go about it. You can either, fletch bows, or you can do the fast way of fletching darts, which the darts is more recommended because it takes only a portion of the time. Um, and yeah, I mean, with smithing, I mean, if you're an Ironman, you're definitely going to be making dart tips. But if you're a normie, I mean, you can do the fast method of doing gold or making plate bodies. But if you want to go the AFK route, you can definitely make darts and make a lot of your GP back if you decide to sell them. Or if you don't, you can definitely just train fletching with them, which kind of bypasses the limit because the limit's only 11k. You can make an hour of darts of a one certain type. So yeah, I would make the highest level dart you can to level 99. Now, darts, mind you, you can only make them after the quest Tourist Trap. So do what you can with Tourist Trap and then get with fletching darts. You don't want to do darts because they're a large loss of, in in money. You can cut logs. You can definitely do at Wintertide you can get 1 to 63 fletching from 1. So there's that. Or if you don't feel like doing Winter Tote, you can definitely just what's it called? You can just cut logs. Logs. You definitely want to stick to the longbows. So with regular logs, I would do arrow shafts and then do oak longbows, willow longbows, maple longbows. These are all the unstrung ones, by the way. Don't string them until level 70 when you get U longbows. So you can choose to cut the log yourself, which I'd not recommend, or just buy the logs from Grand Exchange, which is more costly, but it is what it is. So you start to profit at about 55 fletching by making unstrung U only maple longbows, or you can attach bowstrings, your choice. You can do U longbows at level 70, magic longbows at level 85. Now, what's come across a new method these days is redwood shields. At level 92 fletching, you can make redwood shields. It takes 2 logs, and you get 216 experience each. So it takes 2 logs. So basically, it takes the same time for 2 logs to be cut, if that makes sense. 2 logs. So that would be 170 total XP from cutting 2 magic logs. In the same speed, you can get 216 XP, so 108 XP per redwood log. And you can get fletching XP that way and break even pretty much, selling those redwood shields into the Grand Exchange. Because they're used for the black dragon hide shields that you can make, which is a really nice shield for rangers who do not wish to have a odium ward, a lot cheaper version of the odium ward, book of law, etc. So yeah, and it's an alchable, so definitely get those. They alch for 768 GP, so they'll always have a value of at least 500 GP. Um, given nature and prices and demand and all that jazz. So there's that. Slayer, I mentioned that earlier. Just train however you like. Cannon is really nice, but not necessary. I mean, it speeds things up. It's a rather slow skill, but you don't need a cannon. I did 95 Slayer without cannon. You don't need it. I mean, it speeds things up if you're a standard account, but I mean, if you got the coins for cannonballs, then go for it. But I don't know. Hunter, just kind of do whatever you can do. What's it called? Rock Museum for 9 Slayer, 9 Hunter, and then from there you can just catch these low level birds. It sucks to level 29, and then you can catch like swamp lizards, and you can do orange lizards, like red lizards at level 59, and then black salamanders at level 67, and then do that to level 73. Black chins, then at level 80 you can catch herbies to 99. Alternatively, you can do birdhouses in between all your hunter, to even more hunter gains. Or you can just do birdhouses all together. You just need 500 or something, and you just put in those cheap seeds like belladonna, not belladonna. I'm sorry, just look up the seeds that you need. I think it's like Hammerstone, Wild Blood, all those seeds, those cheap seeds that you get from Master Farmer. Just use those things, and that'll be payment for birdhouses. You get all these birds' nests that contain like high-level seeds sometimes, rings, jewelries, and all that jazz. It's a good thing to do. It's like a daily. So yeah, mining. There's so many ways of doing mining. Mining kind of sucks. And I'm not gonna lie. You can quest like a 35 mining. And then from there, just you can head over to Motherlode Mine with your Addy pickaxe, and you only get coal until you can get old gold ore, and then mithril ore, adamantite ore, runite ore. So you can do Motherlode all the way to 99. I did Motherlode from 35 to 88. Or you can do iron ore. It's really nice XP. Find a place, you would want to drop it until you're level 60 mining, and then once you're level 60, you can go to the mining guild and bank your iron because it's like right next to the bank. There's a spot. So yeah, just you can do my iron ore for a nice like 50k XP an hour. At level 75, you can do granite 3 tick, which oh boy, I do not like 3 ticking, but that's like the fastest XP at the game. At level 75, you get about 120k XP an hour if done right. Or you can do blast mining at level 75. Get a good like 60k XP an hour. Get like runite ores, make like 700k GP an hour. Or you can do volcanic mine if you have a good team and if you got some food. So yeah, there's that. So or you do amethyst at level 92 and just kind of AFK and stuff. Smithing, just do gold ores starting level 40. Do heroes quests for the goldsmith. I'm sorry. Do heroes quest for the ice gloves to cool off your bars, and then I would do family crest for the goldsmith gauntlets. I would do the family pest as well to get all the gauntlets at once, so you have them all. You don't have to keep paying 25k. So you have the cooking gauntlets, the chaos gauntlets that increase your chaos rune spells. It's pretty good for low levels. And then you got the goldsmithing gauntlet. So yeah, just pay 500k one-time fee, short mini quest done. Good to do. But 500k doesn't grow on trees. So if you got the money to do it, go ahead. If not, just choose if you want to train cooking for. You need 70 for a recipe for disaster. This is a great thing to get before training Slayer. By the way, I mean they're the best gloves in the game. So yeah, um, yeah. So I would do night sword to 29, and then make miscellaneous like steel stuff. Maybe make some of those cannonballs for Slayer. I mean, do whatever until level 40, and then once you're level 40, just do gold ores all the way to 99. Or if you fancy making money, you can make mithril bars or anime bars or whatever you're gonna do. You can do that, or um, you can make plate bodies at Varrock West Bank. Um, if you don't fancy Blast Furnace, which frankly is kind of annoying at level 60 because you have to keep paying the foreman to get permission. Like 2.5k will like stop you from using it, but it's only for a short time because level 60 is really not that hard to get if you got money. If you got gold ores, it'll take like less than a day to get level 60. So yeah, there's that. Fishing, just do sea slug to 24, and then just do you can either fish at Shiloh Village if you have the quest done, or just you just kind of power fish in like Barbarian Village. You kind of get your cooking up slowly with the fishing too. If you go to Barbarian Village, there's a fire like right there. You can just kind of uh, burn your fish. I mean, not burn your fish. Well, you're gonna burn some, right? You're gonna cook and burn your fish at the Barbarian Village fire that they put there. So yeah, you just kind of do that. Just do that fly fishing, catch salmon and trouts, and then level 58, you can do barbarian fishing. Just talk to Otto the God Blessed, and he'll teach you how to do barbarian fishing. He'll give you a heavy rod. Make sure you got all the feathers. You can get them cheaply at Port Sarim or Shiloh Village. In case you hit the buy limit, just get as much feathers as you can. They're really cheap, and you get some nice fish. So yeah, from there, I advise barbarian fishing at level 58 because you can get leaping trout, and leaping salmon and you get agility and strength XP as you do it. So yeah, you do need like 15 in strength and agility before you get started. So make sure you do those quests, and then it goes up to level 30 strength, I believe, and 30 agility once you get to leaping sturgeon at level 70. So obviously, barbarian fishing is the best method all the way to level 99 from 58. 3 ticking, which is over 100k XP an hour, but not everyone has the stamina to do that, so you can do 5 ticking and get like 50k XP an hour. Or there's definitely different things to do. You can do barbarian fishing to just like level, I don't know, level 80, and that's like a good level to do Monkfish, really AFK, easy to do. Or you can do karambwan by getting, fishing some karambwanji. You got to do the Taibo Wane Trio quest first. So yeah, get some karambwanji, fish yourself a lot of those, and then do karambwans for very nice AFK method. Make sure you're near a fairy ring, of course. And then a good banking method is candor and hard banking. Um, but yeah, karambwans are good. Anglerfish are good if you have the full Piscarilius favor at level 82 fishing, etc. Um, Next up is cooking. Just cook the best thing you can cook. So there's early on, there's like shrimps, and there's like anchovies, and then chicken, and then what was there? There's like trout and salmon once you do a few levels of that, and then there's like tunas and lobster and swordfish, and then monkfish and sharks. And I would recommend cooking them all at Hosidius cooking range because it's a +7 on your cooking. Like level 87, you start burning sharks, whereas at level 94, you stop burning sharks on a regular fire or a range. So do it there. Fire making, just either buy or chop logs. Highest level log you can to level 50. And then once you're level 50, you got to burn them with tinderbox, by the way. Level 50, just go to Winter Tot, learn how to do the mini game. You just need a games necklace. That's it. Games necklace, tinderbox, hammer, wood cutting axe, and a knife. And just kind of fletch the logs for more points. Put the kindlings in the fires, and make sure you get 500 points. Get a loot crate at the end. You make a good amount of money. You get a lot of XP. It's very fast. The 50 hour 99. So yeah, very easy. Very easy. Wood cutting. You can get about 60 wood cutting just by doing Winter Tot 1 to 99. However, if you don't plan to do that, you can just, you can quest to 14 doing Monk's Friend. It literally takes 5 minutes. I mean, I can't believe why someone wouldn't want to do Monk's Friend. So yeah, do Monk's Friend to 1 to 14 wood cutting, and then cut a few logs around the area, and then do oak trees from 15 to 30, then willow logs at level 30, and then um, at level 61, I would do U logs with the new dragon axe that you can now wear. And I would definitely unlock the woodcutting guild at level 61. Just cut U's and then do that all the way to level 90 so they can cut redwoods. Or once you're level 40 woodcutting, you can definitely just 2 tick teaks or 3 tick teaks or just 5 tick teaks for a good amount of XP. You could either do that Fossil Island, you could do it at Ape Atoll. So many different ways to train woodcutting. But yeah, that's how you train woodcutting. Farming, quest 1 to 17, doing Fairy Tale Part 1, definitely worth doing. You can get the fairy rings, so 1 to 7 farming, and then the Goblin subquest will give you 1,000 farming experience for the Barrels Gloves. So there's that, and then after that, you can just plant whatever good GP making seed. Of course, they're not going to be really good GP until level 32 farming. Then you can start planting Renar seeds, and then once you're level 62, you can do Snapdragon seeds, and then you can do Torstals and all those good money makers. That you can make a lot of money. In addition, you could do tree seeds. You could do fruit tree seeds, calquats. And if you want to even go further, you can do the Tithe Farm. That gives the Tithe Farm outfit. Not to mention useful things for woodcutting. Definitely get that lumberjack outfit from after doing In Aid of the Marak. You do In Search of the Marak and Priest in Peril. To do that quest, and then once that's done, you can do temple trekking. So yeah, get Mauritania Legs 3 from the Mauritania Hard Diary, and then you're good to go for temple trekking. Just get the event where there's no tree and it's like a swampy area, and then you just kill those lumberjacks, the lumberjack event in temple trekking, and then you get 1 piece per round, so it just takes 4 rounds of the lumberjack event, and you get the whole lumberjack set. So yeah, it's 2.5% increase. So definitely worth getting that. There's the farming outfit that's kind of worth getting from Tithe Farm, and then I don't know. Definitely use volcanic ash into super compost to use ultra compost when farming. Helps out so much. Just buy ultra compost from the GE if you have to. Just it's really useful. So yeah, fishing you can do what's it called? The what's it called thing? Fishing trawler. Do fishing trawler for angler outfit, 2.5% increase. Mining prospector. If you want to do prospector motherload mine, then you can use 180 nuggets to get the fucking prospector outfit. If you wish not to do um, other methods in gold, you can definitely get the coal bag. And then what's useful for Slayer is the gem bag and also gem mining, which is another method I forgot to mention. It's about 60k XP an hour to do gem mining. So yeah, there's that. With the Karamja Diaries 3, do that. Thieving, there's the Rogue's outfit. I would suggest 80 thieving to do it, but you can do it at 50 thieving. Make sure you have 50 agility at the very least, or you can't do it. Do the Rogue's outfit. It's a lot less aids nowadays because you can't get duplicate pieces. Timetable should be less than 2 hours to get the full outfit, and you can thieve double loot. So there's that. What else? What else? That's pretty much it. I mean, there's like little things to get here and there, like untradables. Definitely get barrels gloves for melee and stuff, and all your combat training. Get barrels gloves. Get a magic cape for magic, and then imbue it. You have the levels to get an imbued god cape. Get an Ava's accumulator. If you're not 50 range, get the attractor, then get the accumulator, and eventually get yourself an Ava's assembler from the Dragon Slayer 2 quest. Very helpful for you. That's another thing to do. Slayer unlocks. You can do superiors, broad bolts, Slayer rings, blocks, and then get yourself a Slayer helm, and then imbue that. That's helpful. Good moneymaker right now is killing revenants. I would definitely get a solve amulet from Haunted Mine and then imbue it. Also useful for raids, other things as well. Void Knight equipment for raids, get that done. Recommended at 100 combat for 5 points in easy games, or else just do whatever boat you can. 40 combat for the tier 1, 70 combat for the tier 2, 3, 4, and 5 points respectively per game. It takes about 3 minutes a game. You can do 20 games an hour, so it's anywhere from 60 to 100 points an hour, depending on your team loses or not. Okay, what else is there? Holy Wrench from the Holy Grail quest takes less prayer away from you. POHT and Crystal Saw will allow you to get hidden boosts in construction. Spicy stews help you get levels in certain skills, such as activities like the achievement diaries. You definitely want to boost your way to get the diary capes sooner. Use achievement diary capes on slow skills. Lamps on slow skills such as rune crafting and mining and agility. If you're an Iron Man, use it on Herb War. What else is there? Yeah, it's a long journey ahead of you. I mean, there's so much things to do. But yeah, that's a lot of advice I can give right now. I've definitely rambled, but that's advice from Radon Rendell. Peace.